Today we're going to be going over Leetcode problem 896, which is monotonic array. In this problem we are given an array A of ints where the length of the array is between 1 and 50,000 and the values of the array are between negative 100,000 and 100,000. And what we have to do is determine whether this array is monotonic or not. An array is monotone increasing if each element in an array is greater than or equal to the element to its left. Similarly, an array is monotone decreasing if each element in the array is less than or equal to the element to its left. Our approach will be to make a single pass through the array. We will compare each element to the element after it. If the next element is greater than the current element, we know it can't be monotone decreasing. If the next element is less than the current element, we know that it can't be monotone increasing. We'll be keeping track of if the array has already shown it can't be monotone increasing or decreasing via two booleans, and if we ever hit a point where it's impossible for the array to be either, we will return false. Otherwise, if we make it to the end of the array and we haven't encountered a counterexample, we can return true. For our implementation, we will need to initialize two booleans to true, increasing and decreasing. Next, we will loop through each element in the array, putting the stop condition of our for loop at array length minus 1 because we want to avoid an array index out of bounds exception. Now, if a at I plus 1 is greater than a at I, then we set decreasing to false. And if a at I plus 1 is less than a at I, we set increasing to false. At the end of each iteration of our for loop, we will return false if both increasing and decreasing are false. Otherwise, if we make it out of the loop, either increasing or decreasing is true, and therefore we return true. Now we can go ahead and click submit, and we see that our submission was successful. The runtime of our algorithm is O of n because we are looping through the array of size n one time, and the space complexity is O of 1 because we are using a constant amount of space to store our variables. And that will do it for today's video, so be sure to like and subscribe for more, and let me know down in the comments what problem I should tackle next.